games, whereas this is just another 90 minutes of PES.
It is, so we're going to dive right into it. Here we go once again. Second time lucky, and we'll see what happens with this one. Finished 2-2 in the first one, so either way it's all evened out because it was dead even Stevens. And we've got a little bit of a good start here by Arsenal, of course, attacking from right to left. That is Tiger Esports and Eligasul Stars. I'll get that one right soon. Playing as nonce, of course. They're from left to right, but a nice start there, Chris.
Yeah, really good start. The long shot comes in and it's a good save in the end. I said, guys, we did have a game before and we had some issues. Either way, just know that whoever wins this goes through.
It's simple.
You know, if you're Tigers Esports, you're the ones that are probably more happy about this after how the first game went. You could have been ruining that opportunity. You still really could if you lose this. But here we go into it, and of course, just to remind you guys, it is going to be Eligasul Stars from left to right, playing as nonce, and then it is going to be Arsenal for Tigers Esports shooting from right to left.
Here we go now with a chance to ball over the top. Torres found a little bit of space behind, took a little bit of a heavy touch though. Good turn, but a good challenge by Torreira, a feisty little midfielder. So they've lost possession against Tiger Esports, and this is a chance. They've got to whip it in. They've got the big man. Here is a chance if he lays it square. Tried to, but that is some fine defending. And Tiger Esports right now under the cosh.
Getting in front of Koulibaly was very, very crucial. That by this point in the last game, Tiger Esports, I do believe, had taken a lead. I feel it was a fairly early goal.
They did take an early goal, but I think this is a slightly different game. Maybe not. Maybe it will be. We'll find out. Only time will tell.
I think if you're Tigers Esports as well, it's, you've seen how well you were playing when you were playing attacking, when you were playing fast-flowing football. Maybe they go back to that. Maybe if they do take a lead this time around, they choose not to go defensive. Maybe, if you're Eligasul Stars, you go attacking from the off because you've seen how well it worked for you. It's a couple of options, but Nketiah is actually away here. It's a one-on-one, and he smashed the side of the post. He comes back out.
What an effort that was. Real good strike. A lot of venom and power on it. Just poked it through. One touch, bang, off the frame. And the follow-up strike was a tough one from that angle, but so close.
Very close. Our first big opportunity of the game does fall to Tigers Esports. Of course, this is the first semi-final here. The PES League 2019 World Finals. Second one we're playing in this game, but we'll just ignore that for now, as ultimately it is the winner of this game that does go through.
Yeah, reset back to the drawing board for both of these sides. They know what's at stake. And we will see how this opening 45 minutes works out. It was very quick in the last game. I think it'll probably be similar stature. Just a question of how tactics will play out as the goals start flowing. And hopefully we'll see a lot as well. Nice bit of play here. Koulibaly plays it through, and that was fractions. This should be comfortable for Czech. Decides to punch. Lays it outside. And Hector Bellerin decides to pick it up and lays it across to Iwobi. Nketiah. Bit of space now. Tiger Esports, will they opt to deliver it or possibly play it on the ground? No, they floated it towards the back post, but no Arsenal shirt there. Comes back to Hector Bellerin, and that was always heading wide.
Yeah, you don't want your right back, however good he is, to be hitting that with his left, but either way, it's one of them that comes to you as a defender. You go, I'm hitting this.
That would be a special goal for Hector Bellerin to score that with the weaker left foot.
I mean, it's a rule. If it sets up that nicely, you're within shooting range, you have to shoot.
I would.
It's like the unwritten rule.
You never know what could happen. Slight deflection, could end up in the back of the net. But we are 24 minutes in, and Tiger Esports have had 5 attempts, only 1 on target. No real chances yet for Eligasul Stars, who are still trying to find a bit of momentum, and that's a little bit too close to Tatarusanu, I'm going to call him.
Oh, you've done well there, actually.
I'm going to call him that.
Well, he's going to send that up towards Manscolo. Now through to Koulibaly, and suddenly it's a big opportunity.
Should have dinked it, I feel.
It's a very heavy touch by Koulibaly, and for all his physicality, that's maybe where he lacks.
Yeah, the heavy touch let him down. I felt maybe he could have chipped it over the top, but we've gone down the other way. Took a slight deflection. Mr. Aubameyang, another deflection, and it's back and forth here in this opening half an hour.
This will now be cleared away. Very much back and forth. We did obviously see Tigers Esports take a lead of 2-0 last time, and that was what if anything this time around. The Longwell will get this one away, and will be just about gets there before Koulibaly. Torreira into Aubameyang. Saka now. Got ball through to Aubameyang. It's a big opportunity. It's a big save as well. They'll just about get this one away. You feel Eligasul Stars, but it goes back. It's another attacking opportunity, but here we go. Counter-attack maybe for them. Koulibaly moves the ball to Mansu, sends it forward to Kolo. Warris now can't quite find the pass through the middle to Koulibaly. He was free.
Yeah, now a chance for Tiger Esports to bring it forward, but they've lost possession. And here we go again. Kolo, ball over the top's an option. Nope, could play it out wide now. Warris back inside. Nice ball, flicked over, Koulibaly, but that's a good physical header there by Medley. And we are coming up to half-time. The half has gone by pretty quickly. We are still goalless. Just need one goal, you feel, to open this game up a little bit.
Very much struggling to separate these two. Koulibaly goes for the pass there, and feels if he takes a touch and gets that down, there's an opportunity to get in on goal, but it's thumped forward once again to Koulibaly. Not able to win that one, but 42 minutes gone. I tell you what, though, that's actually been lost in a really bad spot. Koulibaly now chasing it down. The pass is just that little bit too heavy. It will be a goal kick. 2 minutes or so remaining in this first half.
Yeah, coming down to the last few minutes, as Chris says, of the half. And not any, I mean, there were a couple of clear-cut chances. I think Koulibaly had the best one there, but Czech did well. I feel he maybe could have done a little bit better. Maybe probably dinking it over the top, but that chance is gone. And we're into the final seconds here. No stoppage time to be played. Cleared away, and there's half-time. So unlike the last match, of course, we had to reset it because of the technical difficulties. And but you look at that. Eligasul Stars. One day I'll get that right. They haven't had a chance. They haven't had an attempt.
No.
So they've got to do something here to step it up.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's strange. Even though it's the 7 shots to 0, you don't necessarily feel like it's really being all Tigers Esports.
They hit the post.
They did hit the post, and you would argue that they have obviously had the better chances. Obviously, they're the only one taking shots. But at the same time, if you are Eligasul Stars, you won't be too disappointed with that half. You didn't concede. Yeah, okay, you didn't set the world on fire yourselves, but you're still in a good spot going into the second half.
Yeah, I feel like there's still... They're sitting back, they're holding something back here. They're waiting for that chance to just step on the afterburners almost and crank it up a gear. And they very well may in this second half.
And you know, you could potentially question like stamina coming in. You know, there's a lot of attacks out of the side of Tigers Esports that it came to nothing. So, do they have more in the tank here? Eligasul Stars.
That's beautiful.
He's going to send it through. Koulibaly, left-hand side of the box. And he smashes it in the top right corner. We said, do they have it in their back pocket? Yes, they do.
Well, if it's a game plan, it's worked to perfection. And it is the big man with the celebratory dance. Look at this. This was lovely play. It was almost a nutmeg. I don't know if he got it. He may have. A bit of Olay there, and what a left-footed strike as well. Far corner. Czech just not happy with himself there, but this was the move here. Look at that. Skinned
See you later.
Sit down, and then this is a great strike right across the goalie.
Absolutely leathers it. There you go.
And hopefully now that is going to open this match up as Chris is swaying with the celebration.
Dancing. He's dancing. There we go. First goal in the first but second semi-final, if you like.
Yeah.
After we did our replay of this one, we are replaying now. But there you go. That is going to be Eligasul Stars in the lead, courtesy of a Koulibaly goal in the second half. 48 minutes gone. Now it's time for Tigers Esports to be in a position they haven't been in, which is fighting from behind.
Yes, they have now got to try and get a goal back. Still got a lot of time to play. See how they can do. It does deliver it towards the near post. Lucky there, they thought the defender was waiting for it, but just about cleared it. Here is Koulibaly, the goal scorer, towards Mantz. Taking his time, and that's going to waste a bit of time as well. Now they do quite a good job of that, don't they? Sort of winding the clock down. Use what you have to your advantage.
And as we head further into the second half, more changes will come in for both teams. I think, you know, if you're Tigers Esports, you don't necessarily make any changes here yet. You know, you didn't have a bad first half of things, but I tell you what, Mans might just squeeze through, but Petr Cech a little bit faster. Pause now has been lined up by Tigers Esports, so choosing to maybe switch things up. He's headed out towards Hector Bellerin. He does subsequently head it down to Ketia. Bellerin once again down this right-hand side, maybe looking for a corner, or just for Aubameyang.
Good header.
Basila will put that one out for a corner, and I'm sure you'll see the technical reports come through and some changes be made.
Yeah, I mean, if I were, you know, Eligasul Stars here winning, I'd try and wait for as long as possible, you know, to make any changes. Save your players, rest them up, And if you can get to like maybe 75 minutes, then you can make some changes and get some fresh legs in there. Do you want to go too defensive? I don't think it's a wise decision. We saw that in the last one, of course, where you almost go too deep and then you just invite the pressure on yourselves. But they'll know what to do. They've all been in this situation before, and now they are going to make some changes. We're having a look at them ourselves, while you guys take a look at. Well, we're going to see it right now, but now it's gone. So quick and short and sweet. And now a chance for a corner.
Well, Mkhitaryan on to whip this one in. I'll have a right foot on him. He's got some big guys in the box there to aim for. Welbeck, Aubameyang, Mavropanos at the back post.
Yeah, I think he's going to get away from the goalie.
That's where he's going. I'll tell you what, does he hit that or does he send it back in? Aubameyang nowhere near it. Mavropanos not going to get there. Mance does. Potential counter-attacking opportunity here. Colo has a couple of members with him. We can see them prancing forward. That pass just isn't there. Wasn't the real pass that was on, and Welbeck.
Still fake. Still going here. He's made it across. Maybe took a little bit too long, but he's got fortune out. And the deflection. Lucky, you would say, for Eligasul there, because that could have gone anywhere.
Man's back at his feet, and
it could be a corner as well.
It may well be. I think it is. It is indeed. Mkhitaryan to take this one again. Colo covering that front post drive. So just fire it in with power.
I think you have to. Yeah, that's right. Just whip it in. Don't go too lofty, because Nantes do have quite a bit of height, but they have gone for the back post.
So now once again, Welbeck does get the follow-up. No,
tough one. If he'd scored that, I would have done my happy dance. You don't want to see that.
What does it look like? Show me.
No, I don't know. There's no such thing, because I knew he wasn't going to score.
You're lucky. I demanded it. Well, this one will be cleared away now as Eligasul Stars looking to maybe get a second goal here. Colo in possession. He's done well to keep a hold of it as well. Warris with the Sami sends it forwards towards Mance, who has been great actually for Eligasul Stars. You know, Mance seems to be dictating a lot of where they're going with the ball. Plenty of the attacks going through him, but ultimately ending with Koulibaly.
Yeah, we are just crossing the hour mark now. Still very close, just the one goal separating these two sides, and as this goes on longer and longer, it's going to become scrappy, because Eligasul Stars are just going to get rid of it. I mean, it's as simple as that. Possibly try and catch Tiger Esports on the break. They've got to try and somehow salvage a goal here and keep themselves alive in this first semi-final of the World Finals.
I was looking at a potential free kick, but it is just going to be the throw. Colo has it away. Koulibaly's in the box. He's lingering just at the front post. It is sent in towards him, and it's in! The diving header from Koulibaly at the front post.
What a finish! And you get a 7-foot giant doing a diving header, you know things are going well for you. What a belter. And I tell you what, that'll stem from a quick throw. I think it was a quick throw. He took it very quickly. Smart play here of cutting back. And then as soon as he delivers that in, what a header.
Oh, it's a cracker. An absolute peach. An absolute peach, just to say, of a goal by Eligasul Stars.
Look at the run he makes. He says, no, going one way. Superman-like. Beautiful. 2-0. And they say the tides have turned from the last one that we saw. And now, what have Tiger Esports got in their bag? Because they need 2 goals and they need them fast.
And the problem is now they have to change. Now they have to send men forward. 2 goals behind. 20 in-game minutes to go. If you are Eligasul Stars, do you do what Tigers Esports did and sit defensively, or do you set yourself up just the way you usually would and trust in your defensive abilities and counter the hell out of them?
Yeah, it honestly looks like they're sticking with their guns and just staying with that sort of, well, maybe a 4-4-2 now. They normally play sort of 4 up top sometimes, but they're going for 2 DMFs. A right mid, attacking mid, not going for a left, so they're not worrying about that. But as you can see, Tiger Esports are pretty much putting 5 up top here. A lot of space on that right-hand side, though, so maybe a chance to exploit that. You feel the next goal is going to be key. From where it comes from, we'll find out if there is one. But it's been you know, an interesting game.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a ton of chances, and to be fair, the first half was mainly Tiger Esports, but as we spoke before, maybe they Eligasul Stars were just holding something back. Started the second half very well, fast, quick, got themselves a goal. Now they're 2-0 up. They're not too far away now from the final.
Touching distance, not too far away at all, Ricky, here, and as we said, around 22 minutes of in-game time for them to get 2 goals back. You feel like they need one pretty soon. Well, that's Maitland-Niles is poor, and Traore maybe makes a little bit of a meal of that one, but either way,
it worked.
It did indeed. It will go back to Tigers Esports, and here we go. The attack once again stemming through Aubameyang. He's going to whip that in. Maitland-Niles and Danny Welbeck both there. The header glancing off a defender's shoulder. You feel possibly that may be a corner. It is. Mkhitaryan to whip this one in.
Yeah, they've got to make the most of this though. Go near post or just drill it. They've tried to play it back post a couple of times. It hasn't really worked out for them because Nantes are a pretty tall side. They've gone for it again. Once again, not working out the way they wanted it to.
Maybe third time's the charm, but not quite.
And that is going to be a bit of a waste, and an offside as well.
Tough to see if you are a fan of Tigers Esports right now. They are in a bad position. They're licking their wounds, so to speak. Not a good spot to be in at all. Eligasul Stars in the lead, in control of this game. And you really don't see a route back in from what we've seen so far. And what happens when you send men forward? You don't have many men at the back. Yuan now putting the afterburners on his bike down this right-hand side. Oh, he's done so well to get away. 2-3 men heading towards him. He's still got the ball. He's still going.
That would have been some trickery there. The referee gave the foul in the end.
Unfortunate.
Nice bit of composure though to keep the ball and waste some valuable seconds. They all mean any kind of time wasted is imperative at this level. And here is Juarez, and this is where the game is really going to get stretched because Tigers Esports have to go for it. Players are going to get forward. They need a goal, you feel, within the next 3 in-game minutes.
Just wayward passes all over the place.
It's not clicking for them, is it?
No, not quite there. It was the through ball that was played off. It goes to Kolasinac when you feel as if you definitely did want it to go out to the left-hand side towards the other Arsenal player, but either way, it finds its way to Mkhitaryan now, who just has to boot it in now. Maitland-Niles is not the guy you necessarily want there, but Torreira will recover, has to be careful. Koulibaly all over him. And KT are now looking for the ball in, not going to have him. Fantastic defending here by Eligasul Stars.
Yeah, they've got to do something now. Launch it, get the ball in there, do something at some point in time. The ball is flicked on, and that is a brilliant save towards the near post of just some good goalkeeping. Making sure he's fully alert. He hasn't been too busy this half. Credit to him. 10 minutes left. Chris, can you see them getting back in this?
We've seen some dramatic things in this game so far, Ricky.
We have.
Oh, actually, it's a good flick on there. Danny Welbeck with the overhead kick. Not going to quite get there. Traore is going to beat Maitland-Niles to it as well, and we'll boot that one away, but it will be a free kick. A judge to have fouled Maitland-Niles there. Oh, no, to have been fouled himself, actually. Tatarasani. Also, I think that's the right way to say it. How did you say it before?
I'll have to see his name again.
Yeah,
that's gone, Chris. That's gone.
It's a difficult one. Limpombe will clear this one away. Johan is onside.
He's all on his own.
He's onside with room to move into as well. That's Koulibaly with him. Just trying to keep a hold of the ball, jinking in and around the corner, and that will be a corner itself. Quatang to potentially take this one. 3 minutes gone.
Yeah, the game's tapered down a little bit now. And Eligasul Stars, Gafiera's team, the former world champion, knows what needs to be done here. Keep possession. You've got to waste a bit of time in the corner. Do it, because you are 2-0 up. And the final of the final is just around the corner. Just can't see it happening here for Tiger Esports, but they'll keep going. They've had a couple of chances. Keeper's pulled off some saves. Just hasn't worked out for them. Challenge there by Medley, and he also manages to keep it alive. Rockets it forward.
He's done well. They need to win that header, though. It will be played by Traore and back to Alongwa. Just puts it out of play.
If in doubt, get it out.
I mean, he was absolutely under no pressure.
No, I think just rush of blood there and just get this ball out. It'd be interesting to see the players. I mean, they're obviously probably communicating right now what to do, who to mark. You know, it's such a tactical game, co-op. It really is. It may look easy, but it certainly is not. And the ball's cleared away. We're into the final 2 minutes of this first semi-final. Can they possibly grab one back here? It's a little bit of a mix-up, but was that Mutasamami? I'm going to call him there. That's a handful. Has cleared that one away. Back into there is Danny Welbeck offside. It doesn't matter, but surely, Chris, that is that.
Surely it is, and it is going to be Kolasinac to take the throw, maybe the final throw of the dice that at this point doesn't exist. You know, it's going to be difficult for Tigers Esports to get back into this one. Koulibaly will get the ball, and surely this will signal the end of the game. We run at the previous game how close it was, but this has been clinical from Eligasul Stars. They're very much the remaining favourites in this one. They're 2-0 up in this first semi-final, the second one coming up very, very shortly as well. But you feel as if they're just about to put this one to bed. Koulibaly in the box, can't get it going, will not matter if you are Eligasul Stars. This one is over. They're looking for a third. They may well find it. The ball is cleared away, but that will be it. Eligasul Stars eventually find their way into the grand final of the Corp here at the PES League World